glad you could join us for story time today. And as you guys can see, I have my furry reading partner here, Mr. Rubble Double Trouble. Yeah, Rubble, can you say hi to everybody? Say hi. Guys, give him a big wave. He's never been on camera before, so he might be a little shy. And he loves to play with his squeaky toy. But today, we are going to talk about Women's History Month and some of the important, awesome women that made some changes for us in history. So awesome. So, a really cool book that you guys can check out at the library is She Persisted Around the World. So in this book, there are 13 women who changed history. And this is written by Chelsea Clinton. Yeah. And so I was going to tell you guys a couple cool facts that are in this book. That's some cool things that some women did. Maybe you know, maybe you didn't know. But Caroline Herschel, she was the first woman to discover a comet. How cool is that? So she discovered a comet. Let's see, another awesome lady was Kate Shepherd. She began traveling throughout New Zealand saying that women deserved voting rights. So in 1893, New Zealand became the first country to grant all women the right to vote. So we have to thank Kate Shepherd for that. That's pretty cool. See, another really, really cool lady was Marie Curie, and she grew up in Poland. And so she worked with radioactivity materials that kind of give off energy, and that led her to becoming the first woman awarded a Nobel Prize in physics. And so a few years later, she discovered 2 new elements. Can you guys put up your fingers for two new elements? And she was the first person in the world, man or woman, to receive 2 Nobel Prizes. So, hats off to you, Marie Curie. That was pretty awesome. So that's just some of the ladies that have done an awesome thing throughout history. And so we celebrate them in March. And so again, this book is She Persisted Around the World. So that's a really awesome book that you guys can check out. We also have some of these really cool, like Rosie Revere Engineer. And this one is by Andrea Beatty. And so those talk about women being engineering and in that field. So that's a really cool one you can do. There's also, by the same author, Andrea Beatty, there's Ada Twist, the Scientist. So, of course, it talks about girls learning to be scientists. So those are some awesome books you guys can check out to celebrate more for Women's History Month. Rebel, what do you think? Yeah? And I also have, who is this? Who is that? Oh, you're right, it is Peppa Pig. And she has her crown on today. Yes. So she is going to help us read some stories. Oh, yes, I know. These are some awesome kiddos that have joined us today, and she is super happy about it. Well, let's get reading some awesome stories, and you guys, I'm so glad you're here. Okay, so our first book that we're going to read is by Tom Percival, and it's called Bubble Trouble. With the weather getting nice, I know Rowan, she likes to get her bubbles out. So let's read about some bubbles. Reuben and Felix had always lived next door to each other. They were exactly the same age, exactly the same height, and they were both left-handed. They also had something else in common. What do you think it is? What is that, guys? They loved blowing bubbles. All sorts of bubbles, but mostly they like to blow really, really big bubbles. Can you guys go big bubbles? It was their favorite thing to do, and they always did it together. Until one day, Reuben said, "I bet I could blow a bigger bubble than you." And that was how the contest started. Pop! It was quite friendly at first. Hey, that's a good idea. I'm not sure that's allowed. And this book has really cool flaps in it, guys. But as their machines became more complicated, the game became less fun. "My bubbles are the biggest!" they both would yell. What Reuben and Felix needed were some clear rules, so they appointed a group of judges. Too thin. Too silly. Too bubbly. Now they would be able to determine exactly who could blow the biggest bubbles. At last, the competition was official. Crowds flocked from miles around to see Reuben and Felix's sensational bubble-blowing machines. Whoa, look at these awesome machines, guys. So cool. The bubbles that they blew were huge, bright, and wondrous. Each one was bigger than the last. Bigger than what is that? A bear. Oh my. And bigger than what is that? A tree. And then, but all Reuben and Felix could think about was winning. And look, the bubble was bigger than a house. Instead of just trying to blow their own bubbles, they also came up with ingenious ways to cheat. Oh, that's not good, which didn't always work out. But Reuben and Felix refused to give up. The next morning, they both felt convinced that they would finally win. Until they turned on their bubble-blowing machines. There was clanking and creaking and grinding and groaning, followed by a very loud... What do you think happened? Let's find out. Bang! Oh no! The machines broke! Oh, now Reuben and Felix realized just how silly they had been. They didn't need all that complicated machinery. All they needed was a little bit of help. So they gathered everyone together. And on the count of 3. Can you guys count to 3 with me? You can? Let's do it together. 1, 2, 3. And they all began to blow. Can you guys blow? Do it really big. Good job, you're doing it. And slowly the bubble grew, and it grew, and it grew, and it grew. Oh, how big do you think that bubble is going to be? Until together they had blown the biggest bubble in the world. Everything was back as it should. Reuben and Felix were best friends again. Yippee! And nothing was ever going to change that. Well, until Felix said, "I bet I can jump higher than you!" Uh-oh. They are so silly. That was the end. I love that book and the cool flaps that were inside. Peppa, did you like that book? You did? I did too. High five, girl. Yeah. Okay, guys. Here's another one for us today. A Little Princess Story. I want to win. Do you guys always have to win at board games or at other games like sports and stuff? Yeah, sometimes my daughter, she always likes to win at things, but we don't always win. Sometimes others do, and that's okay. It's called having fun, right? And this story is by Tony Ross. The Little Princess. Well, she always liked to win. At the castle sports day, she entered the running race, but after just a few strides, she was out of breath. Stop, she commanded the other runners. The race must be run in the opposite direction. Then she turned around and sprinted back to the start line. I win, she cried. I want to win, she said when she played games at home, and since everyone lost on purpose, she usually did win. But at school, it was different. There were trophies for everything, and the little princess wanted to win them all. She tried her hardest at math, but her cousin won the math trophy. And she tried her hardest at painting, but Polly won the painting trophy. She tried her hardest at writing her poem, but Poppy won the poetry trophy. She tried her hardest at science, but Darren won the science trophy. It's not fair, sobbed Little Princess. I've tried my very hardest, but I haven't won anything. When all the big trophies had been taken from the shelf, there was just one little trophy that no one had noticed, but it turned out to be the best trophy of all because it was for, what do you guys think the trophy was for? Let's find out. It was for trying the hardest, and because Princess had tried her hardest, the little princess won it fair and square. The end. That was a great story about winning. I loved it. Let's see what our last book is for today. 10 Wiggly Caterpillars. Oh, all the bugs for the spring season, they're coming out. This is a great book to get us started for spring. 10 crunching caterpillars in the bright sunshine. One fell asleep, so that left, how many's left? 9, you're right. 9 speedy caterpillars thought they might be late. One was too slow, so that left 8. 8 munching caterpillars, all in crunching heaven. One got a tummy ache. Oh, so that left 7. 7 clever caterpillars creeping through some sticks. One got stuck, so that left, how many did that leave? 6. 6 singing caterpillars glad to be alive. One stayed to sing, so that left 5. Can you guys do 5 on your fingers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 brave caterpillars going to explore. One got lost, so that left 4. You guys put 4 on your fingers? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 dancing caterpillars inching up a tree. One fell off, so that left 3. Good job, guys. And we put 3 on our fingers. 1, 2, 3. Good job. 3 cool caterpillars splashing in the dew. One got soaked, so that left 2. Oh, can we do 2 on our fingers? 1, 2. 2 happy caterpillars having so much fun. 1 got tired, so that left 1. Put 1 on our fingers. Very good. 1 sad caterpillar all on his own when all of a sudden there was, how many did we start with? 10. Good job, guys. 10 bright and colorful pretty butterflies spreading their wings and flitting through the skies. So awesome. They turned out really beautiful, didn't they? Well, I'm so glad you guys could join us for story time today. I think Rowan is going to come say hi to everybody. Rowan, can you come say hi to everyone here at Storytime?
Hi.
Here, come over here. They can't see you. Oh, can you come up here and say hi to everybody?
Hi.
Hello. Say, we're glad that you joined us for Storytime.
I'll do another one.
Okay, well, I hope you guys had fun today, and I will see you at the next Storytime.